Hey everyone, how's it going? Although it might be a little bit of a small everyone today. We are streaming more of the Path of Exile stuff. We kind of got our work that we wanted to get done. What is that noise? That has to be in-game. We have just completed Act 4 on this, you know, Necro, whatever it's called, Necropolis Settlers Reset here in Path of Exile. We've also got our stuff done for tomorrow, where we will be publishing our... To be fair, this is much better than Flamewood support. I think that we want GMP eventually anyways, but we don't need it right now. Let's get rid of Flamewood support. For now, I think we want Chaos Golem.
I was right to have faith in you.
But we are back. We are back playing some Path of Exile. Tomorrow, we will be getting our 3,000 hour review of our 2,000 hour review of our 1,000 hour review of our 100 hour review of Victoria 3. Reviewception. More generalist, more problem. That will be live at 8 AM tomorrow. Not getting frozen. Not us getting frozen. This is actually one of the more, like, sketchy zones, to be honest. But we are playing... This is the first time playing softcore, and it definitely has a way different vibe. Way less pucker. Way more just kind of chilling. And, not really being like, oh, I don't want to do this yet, because it's too risk. We've only died twice. One of those was extraordinarily early. Another one we just like thought we had 2 flame dash cooldowns, but we probably would have just played it differently if we were in hardcore, to be honest. Like there's some spots where like we're like, oh, this is sketchy, but if we die, if he's dead, he's dead. So, but we thought we would do a little bit of a late night stream because I wanted to play a little bit more. Although probably only going to be an hour or so before we have to go to bed. We got to work out tomorrow too, so we don't want to get too overboard. Four link is a little bit attractive, to be honest. We finally got our move speed boots as well. Which I think we are kind of unlucky on not really rolling up too well until now. Let's exit out of some of these tab things.
My return marks judgment for those of hollow
Did we get the going live thing on our bot? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Everything's all... It's all going according to plan. Probably going to talk a little bit less because we've been pushing the voice a lot today. We did the Dev Diary rundown, the review of the review. And also already streamed for like 5 hours. So. My kingdom will run just a little bit faster. We also might potentially... I think we should just start a new character for our flask, to be honest. Put the flask in the inventory. But maybe I'm misremembering like a quest reward. I think we have an upcoming quest reward where we can get a Quicksilver flask, at which point it's kind of moot. We would like a second one. It's kind of the thing. We could also try and do the Frostblink thing where we use Leap Slam and we cancel our Leap Slam with the Frostblink. comment below. I have to say that more in my videos, I think. Or like the engagement bait lines. Probably. Should also make a video at some point about Path of Exile.
Your hateful scorn has no
Because Path of Exile to ARPGs is kind of like what Victoria is to grand strategy games.
And thank you.
To some degree. I think we'll take this one.
For freedom.
Unlike sometimes. Farewell.
It's an upgrade. Is the quality coming through okay? Yeah, okay, looks like it. My like preview was like a little weird looking. Or maybe it was not so good like 2 minutes ago or something. We got stunned out of our cast there. Flare of the Hydra. Man, people are cooking. There we go. Nice little miasm meter.
Piety's science
Orb binding.
may aid in uncovering the truth of this world.
So
God
good early
does
on.
have a sense of humor.
Where are we currently? Alright, there we go. Hey Naveed, how's it going? Happy Thursday. How you be? Just playing some late night Path of Exile after working on some videos, or a video.
You should have kept your eyes on God.
Look at us throwing shade. Should have kept your eyes on God, dog.
At long last I return home, only to find chaos and blood.
Blood. I feel like one of these quests does give us A run fast flask.
Thank
Is this it? Ah, but this isn't a run fast flask. Fast flask. Well, well, well. I mean... Can't buy one. We could just... let's just check these. We're looking for +1 to fire gems on the wands here.
For freedom.
As indeed.
And then for Valletta, we're gonna look for...
You can ask, but you...
or no, not her. We're looking for gloves that are white. And, ES based, or ES strength based. One of the two of those is fine. These are 4 links. I mean, we could take a swing. I'm just trying to roll these. Nope. Into some move speed. Talamoana warrior.
Freedom comes.
We went the wrong way. Here we go. Oh, that's squishy, it feels like. Heading into the Templar Courts.
I vowed before my brothers that I would return.
For those of you
So I have.
who are watching, kind of want an idea of what this game is. This is an ARPG with an enormous skill tree and a ton of complexity. That's kind of why we're into it. Not used to the Necropolis stuff though, so I'm still trying to get used to it. What is this? They drop shrines? Well, that's kind of interesting. What extra we do? Seems like they also drop more item when they have those mods, but we're not gonna try and... Is that enough to... No, it's not. We want the Ignite Glyphs, and we're gonna be... Oop, that was a good try for us. Especially because we're trying to run right through. Looks like the shrines have, like, decreased effect, though. Shrines, which are the little candles that are giving us bonuses.
The hour of judgment.
We're gonna level up
draws near.
and grab a little bit of strength, or a strength node. Traveling on over. Now, if we were playing in hardcore, we would probably farm this area a little bit. This is a good area to farm. We're actually kind of really over-leveled, so... Well, we're 45 and a 43. That's not super over-leveled, actually. Just a little bit. I think in theory we should like run past this a little bit, but I think we want to get just a little bit of Amber Ore because we want to make sure Kingsmarch is developing a little bit as we level. Or, well, maybe we just don't need to worry about it. We don't want to be in a situation where we're waiting infinite time for the mining to happen. So. I think if we use minimal time to set up some stuff, we'll be in okay shape on that front. Kingsmarch is the town that we can build in this game. Could maybe do a highlights video of us leveling and just show all the bosses. Any big drops. Kind of thinking out loud a little bit here. And thinking out loud about thinking out loud is a little bit extra meta. Crafting recipe for us. We want to try and kind of push the end of the level. Important for us is going to be having capped fire resistance. Our fire resistance isn't capped. So if we were on hardcore, we would not run this with an uncapped fire resistance, but we're going to run it anyways because we're playing on softies. Let's grab this.
The world must be cleansed of impurity, and so it will.
This is probably my least favorite fight of the entire campaign. But we can make ourselves invulnerable for most of the important phases, so...
Lost his way. The devout must set him back on the path.
So this is the move that's a little sketchy. It does a ton of damage if you get hit. Normally we're just super stressed when we're playing on hardcore, so we just get hit a bunch. One more phase, almost done. Yeah, I mean the fact that we're over leveled here is pulling a lot of weight for us. Here's the sketchy one.
Innocence.
I am no beast of burden.
You and only you. I am sin.
That's one of the few cutscenes in the entire game. I think we can go back to the Overseer's Tower here.
You deserve. Once Kitab.
Life, lightning resist. Looking for plus to level of fire skill gems here for leveling. Would be kind of what we want.
Greetings.
I think that she'll have new items, so we will continue to look for it. Yeah, a chance to ignite is kind of okay, but
Remember, we do this for freedom. Hello.
she doesn't sell skill gems now.
Freedom.
Hey, Kibikende. Welcome back.
What in damnation of
I'm not sure if we got the... I know we tried to pronounce your name before and we got it right. I don't know if we got it right again.
What in damnation
I think you were here
have I done?
earlier this morning, or was that, maybe yesterday? A couple days ago. In any case, welcome back. We are currently in Act 5 out of 10 of the campaign. Getting kind of close to being finished with it. Although then we're gonna have significant problems because we're not exactly in good shape here on resist or anything like that. For once we finish Kitava the first time. Streaming so late, yeah. I decided that we kind of like fell off streaming Path of Exile. I decided I would try and stream it when I'm playing it, which is probably going to end up being a decent chunk. And we wanted to play a little bit more. Probably only going to stream 1 to 2 hours though. We'll maybe get through Act 6. Just kidding, we'll like stay up late and then our workout next tomorrow will suck. That's the game plan here.
Must have time to gather my will.
Really want to ignite per live. And a 3 lane. That's like reasonable. Sorry, 4 lane. I don't understand why in Vic 3 generals and monarchies don't cause money and expenses. Generals do cost money, they cost bureaucracy. Although they don't cost a lot of money. Generals are not free. You have an economics degree because you're very good at analyzing Vic 3. That is not how it works. Although I do know a little bit about economics. Like regular economics. Not fake economics.
I shall cleanse this place of hallowed legacy.
I think there's another whatchamacallit here for us to get through. Ascendancy trial. I think it's to the left, so. Oh, did we go the wrong way? Actually, wait. We don't have a thing that gives us an ascendancy trial. Or it's not off to the side here, so we probably don't have one. Your explanation of comparative advantage in trade was really good, though. Thank you. Yeah, we did make sure, I mean, I had to double check that I understood it correctly before making that video, to be fair. Although I knew which concept I was looking for, and I also knew why, like even if you're better at building like stuff other than grain, it still makes sense to import grain. Victoria 3. Like, because it's easier to have a stronger comparative advantage in manufacturing generally.
Beast of burden.
We're not going to need these.
I continue to serve as God's instrument.
We keep prices up, keeping buildings profitable. Why is trade good in Vic 3 even if you only earn a few thousand? I mean, it's good for manipulating prices so that you can have a higher density of your economy being better buildings. This is why it's good in theory. In practice, trade is not as good as it should be.
Don't ever give up.
Trade is a little bit weak.
Yes.
And it should just be stronger than it is. Like, trade was like a pretty big deal, you know?
Hell. handle things here.
Isn't there another person for us to buy items from? Other than her? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Let's sell. I don't think we're gonna use that. I don't think we're, well, maybe there's like no chance we use that. I'm not gonna use that. And then we'll sell that for some wisdom scrolls. Some wisdies.
Remember, we do this for
Willing. I'm here to serve as best I can.
And from him, I think we still have an orb of bindings, so we could use some mitts that are either energy shield based or energy shield and we'll buy these to sell them for a chrome. Any run fast? No.
Good luck out there.
Not quite getting what we want here.
Hail.
Let's get a couple things going in Kingsmarch. My favorite application of comparative advantage is to explain how even in a scenario where the AI is better at everything, there will still be human jobs.
These beginnings.
I'm not sure it applies when you, well, I think it doesn't necessarily apply if a nation can use AI but chooses not to. It would apply if there's a nation that could not use AI somehow. It would make sense for them to trade with the nation that can.
Oh.
But if it's just always easier to use AI, I'm not sure it works. I'd have to think that through a little bit. Excuse me.
Hail. Who would you like to hire? They can start immediately, and I'll get through that
I
later.
must have time to gather my will.
Hello.
Kitaga's Torments. Because if it's always cheaper to use AI, then people will just not use humans. Right? But if there was an entire economy and it was trading with another economy, and they could only use humans and couldn't use AI, then it would make sense for them to use humans and produce as much as they could and then trade with the culture that uses AI. But you're talking about like an economy within an economy or something. It works because Imagine AI has a comparative advantage. Imagine AI has like an absolute advantage, you mean, in one area, but is also better at everything, right? Yeah, okay. It's better to use limited computation human resources on that scale and use humans for everything else. Oh, but this is, if the AI is finite and not expanding. On a temporary basis, yeah. Right, but what you would expect to see is that the humans would go away and AI would become more and more, or the humans, in terms of workforce representation, would go down as AI becomes more and more highly represented in the workforce. But yeah, use humans for the vault keyhole. humans for the stuff that the AI does better, but not by as big a margin as it does other stuff. I think it works for if you're trading. Like within an economy though, I think that if it's cheaper to hire AI, you'll just do that. Unless there's something I'm not grasping here. Which is always possible. Because the like key difference is that with comparative advantage example, you're trading with another country that doesn't have access to the same land, labor, and capital you do. They have different inputs. Right? But within an economy, you kind of have the same inputs available. Unless you're just saying it is a different economy, even though it's contained within a singular country. Maybe. We already got this guy low, so we're gonna see this through. So we can drop some goodies too. Computation isn't infinite because power and data centers aren't free to build and run and operate. Right, but that's yeah, if expanding AI becomes impossible, then yes, the analogy works. I'm not sure that it's the functionally, I think you're going to be able to just keep expanding AI. Alternatively, you could just decrease the population of humans if it's more efficient. Like, in terms of getting a better proportion. Which, that's kind of a disturbing possibility. Or it's morbid for a human perspective, I guess. Like, we have decreased the population of horses in our economy. Because they're not very efficient compared to things with hydraulic engines. Or combustion engines, or what have you. Even though the amount of, like, engines we have is at any given point in time finite. We just could build more of them.
Not all.
And it might make sense to just have fewer humans. Not level 50 yet, but we'll get there.
Hello.
We're gonna see if Bannon has the gloves that we want. I guess we could use Orb of Binding on boots as well. Because we would like... Well, I mean, it'd be better on the gloves. But... maybe we just have to not... beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, the thing is we just have to hit move speed on this. Otherwise it doesn't feel good.
Good luck out there.
Why do you need move speed? Well, we're trying to get through, you know, like a campaign here. And one of the most significant reasons that is holding us back speed-wise is just running. And also, like, you look at things in terms of gold per hour when, like, evaluating how good a strategy is and this type of thing. And while we are not at a level where we're doing spreadsheets and stuff, it's going to very significantly increase the rate at which we can do everything. We don't need it specific to our strategy, but it's just, if it takes us 5 minutes to complete a map, and 3 minutes of that time is spent walking, then we can reduce, you know, if we get plus 10% move speed, then maybe we save,
There is always hope.
you know, 18 seconds or whatever.
Even when all looks lost.
Let's call it we save 30 seconds, which is 10% of the map time. Which means we can run 11% more maps an hour. So, it's like, that's kind of like the way you're thinking through it. But there's nothing like unique to the build or something that requires it. We have a chance for these shields to give us plus to level of fire gems, I think they can roll. Kind of okay with that. Oh, these guys are like revived on our side, I think. It's why we also want another one of these flasks, because that gives us more move speed temporarily for the duration of the flask. Eventually we kind of only need one, because we can kill stuff fast enough that we can keep the one with constant uptime, but...
Come forth, ravenous one! Face the wrath of God!
Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt. Stand there. Ouchie. think that's the last phase, maybe? And now here he blasts us, and we get sent to Act 6. Ah!
Flame of hope may flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
Return to Rayclast. So now our resists are quite a bit lower. I think we definitely need to pick up some fire resistance.
Too weak to defeat the ravenous one.
Keep your life to your own.
Is there anything... God, all our items suck such butt. It feels bad to put an enchant on any of them. I think that's enough fire resistance that we can probably make it through what we need to. Maybe we should have enchanted something a little bit better, but all our gear is really bad.
I'm Captain Lily Rock. Remember,
I play these games wrong, so not used to thinking efficiency in that way.
cast off.
Yeah, so like that's the thing, like making sure you pick up every item on the ground at a certain point is really bad, because it's like if you're picking up every item and you're IDing every item, like the time you're spending like reading the items, even though you're getting every item that you get dropped as loot, and by doing that you're taking like more time than if you just like only picked up the good stuff.
Here I was born
You know?
anew. It is my honor to cleanse it.
I'm not very good at thinking that way either. But like, logically I recognize it. But like, I think you might have been here earlier in the first stream, where we talked about how our strategy like wasn't like very optimal for like making money. But I like it because I get to craft more and ID more items and this type of thing, and I thought it would be more fun to play in that way.
Must have time to gather.
While still like kind of having some sensitivity towards it, but yeah, being able to run fast is important. It's a little bit less important for us because we are spending more time casting. Like, move speed is more important the more time you're spending, or the less time you're spending DPSing, the more time you're spending running. But we still run around quite a lot. It takes us like a while, it takes us longer to kill like all these mobs than it will when we're like in our like level 60 or whatever. We're gonna be better at clearing mobs. One monster remains. He who remains, we found him. Players will optimize the fun out of a game. True, but sometimes the optimization is the fun.
First, nest.
We might have optimized the fun out of Victoria 3, to be honest. Sinners we are. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough for us to want to do anything crazy with it. We're probably spending too much time looking at items here. It's a leak that we're kind of taking.
Yeah, well, decision.
We really, I mean, the thing is like if we find the right gear piece, it really helps us out a lot. Firestorm combustion. Yeah, we really need our like gloves to be like 4 blue links in order to get some stuff done. Wholly correct category. Wait, what category are we streaming in?
Exile, humbled and shaken.
Are we not streaming in Path of Exile? We're streaming in Path of Exile. You know, I should run and only kill special mobs, but I don't like that. Yeah, well, like actually, like for us, we should avoid killing the special mobs because it takes us like 4 or 5 times as long, and just like only kill the. In terms of per XP, the blue mobs are kind of the best. Or the return of like time it takes you to kill them to XP. But we are killing too many blue mobs because we're already like over leveled for a zone. The flip side, we don't have that much resist, so these are really bad items. Our gear's holding on by a prayer, basically. But if we rip, it's not that big a deal because we were playing on softcore. If we were playing on hardcore, we would probably have just gotten one character to Act 5 Innocence and then restarted a new character. Got them to Act 5, and then between the two of them, probably had okay gear, and so kind of roll the early gear, the good early gear twice. Greed is not the one we care about here. What's that? Interesting. That is the strength scaling piece.
Must have time.
We're super early in the league, that might be worth something. Especially, I don't know if it has a roll on it, but if the roll is good. Alright, we gotta kill her. Needed.
He did this to me. The King of Brian. And he wants me to be.
Hey Kalakash, is that a picture of Brutus? Wait, what? About that. Hang on, I just realized there's gold. I thought this was anti-PoE. This was new, introduced in Settlers of Calgar. The gold is not, it's not used to buy items really, it's used to buy services in a town. It's kind of, it doesn't buy items. So there's not a gold system. You still, the trade currency, you cannot trade currency amongst, or you cannot trade gold amongst players. You can only trade currency that's used for crafting, so the paradigm hasn't changed. But the item that we picked up, the unique here, we can see if there is a roll on it. Oh, I don't know how important the leech. The leech percent roll is probably not as important as the max life roll. But this is... I know there's a third-party program you can use to check stuff. Maybe we have to get on that. Because I don't know if we can sell that Baron. And, like, it's day 1, so... I'm gonna check, actually. Not standard, but Necro settlers. Let's see how much those are. You see a whole bunch for 1C. I mean, they don't have as good a leech roll as ours. Yeah, there's some for 1C that have a leech roll as good as ours. Alright, unfortunate. Not a very rare item, so... But we can show what the gold's for. It's used to pay salaries of people in a town and buy services from them. Not to trade with other players. But I feel like such a rebel not having cap res. I feel like 40 or 50 res. This will be a little bit sketchy. Tukohama.
We may just discover the truth of this world.
The soil wants for your blood no more. I am Sin.
It seems I am but a pawn in a clash of gods.
The truth hurts, my guy. Pawn, clash of gods, etc. Let's see, etc. Okay, so we'll show what the gold's about. So there's this new town called Kingsmarch, and this is specifically in this league. But if we come in here, we can hire workers. And these workers will use gold, we will pay them a wage in gold. As you can see, we can hire this worker, and it will unlock services. We have like miners over here, make miners again. And they are mining some ore, which is what we get from the league mechanic, and we can use these ore and send them out for trade.
Just a little tighter.
Or use them to upgrade, you know, the town. So here we can upgrade the town and unlock shipping. Shipping is now unlocked. And so what we could do is we could come in here, we could select, we're going to ship to this port, and we're going to ship corn. Hey, we don't have any corn yet, so we could grab some farmers maybe. Because we haven't set anything up. Alright, we actually have to upgrade the town before we can do that, so let's take a look at what we can do. So, we can upgrade the town.
With investments in my outfit, I'm certain we'll start attracting new talent.
But the gold is used for this stuff, not, we don't have any farmers, I don't think. So let's come to this guy.
It's a
Refresh the workers. Now we can hire this guy, who's capable of farming. We'll have him farm wheat.
Hail! Who would you like to hire? One more for Kingsmarch. Couldn't have chosen better myself. Oh, okay. Yes, that'll work.
Now we have a couple of guys doing that type of stuff. That way we can have a little bit more smooth upgrade period. I've never understood the trade system, so I've always been solo self-out, even before that was formal in-game. You message people and you ask to trade, and you give them these types of currency, these items. Usually Chaos and Divines are the common thing that gets traded in exchange for items. So you have to message them. There's a trade site that lets you do it though. We're not quite where we like really care about buying any items. We like don't need to cap our res and we'll find something usable at some point. And we don't wanna. We also don't have any chaos. No one's gonna like really want to trade for the currency we have. So we don't have the proper currency basically. We could put something in to try and trade for chaos, but with using the Kingsmarch thing, but I think that's unnecessary. To be fair, we probably could buy better leveling gear at this point, now that the league's a few hours in. Or no, wait, we don't have chaos, yeah, I don't know. Greed is not the essence type we want. Gives me Warlords of Draenor flashbacks. Shiny's still going strong. We took a little bit of a break. We're back now, though. You talking to others, basically. To be fair, you can copy and paste. You don't have to type anything.
While you be...
Oh, no. Movement speed, no. Looking to vendor that. And then... I mean, this isn't very good. We could just try and YOLO an Alk on this. It's probably better. And this is our totem thing. God, we have like no links on anything. Ah, but this chess piece has more links. It would be perfect for totems. But unfortunately it doesn't have any. Oh, YOLO. We gave mana and strength. So let's do multiple totems, Holy Flame Totem, Fleetwood. Lightning damage is unnecessary. Let's do this. Let's swap this out. Now we have Firestorm, which we can link much better. Combustion. Well, certainly these are just gonna get vendored to hell, but except you have Ignite. Ignite Proliferation, which we would much rather have over added lightning damage. Put Armageddon Brand in here though. So a pretty substantive upgrade here. Because now our main skill has got on a 4-link. I don't think we won Arcane Surge, but
Good tidings to you.
it's not terrible. And we don't have any Alex anyways to buy gems,
Time and tide wait for no
so it doesn't
man.
matter.
Farewell.
Good tidings to you. Time and tide wait for no man.
I'm on EU, so half the time they're probably Russians, and I don't want to interact with them. Or you're just buying items from them, but if that's how you feel. Now we should do way more damage with those. I mean, we were kind of one-shotting packs before, but we're over-leveled. They're super uppity about like RMT stuff though. So like I can't like offer to trade stuff to you, which is crazy. Or like streamers can't offer like stuff to their viewers. Something like this. RMT standing for real money trading, my understanding. Looking for one day we'll get plus to fire gems. That's a shitload of life. It's a shame that there's no move speed on that. Three scrolls of wisdom. We gotta keep in mind we are set up for Ignite. And Ignite Proliferation. COVID ninth time. Guy's cooking. That guy always cooks though. Aren't there like special chests in the stash for trading as well? Yeah, you do. Okay, so yeah, you need to spend like $5 to sell items. You don't need a special chest to buy items though. Yeah, you need a special tab that you can make public. But honestly, like, the game's free to play. A mystery box? The game's free to play. I've had a ton of fun, you know, playing it. I don't think the cost of buying stash tabs is super significant. It's not to me. You see where we have like Ignite Proliferation and I think we have extra chance to ignite. So they get lit on fire and then they continue burning. And then it spreads and then those guys burn too. So that way we only need to cast like one fireball and we can kill more of the pack even if we don't hit them. Knights proliferate. Rooftop time. I'm not sure if we're doing enough crits for Elemental Overload to be good yet.
Not you! For my life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again!
Chabron. Ooh, spicy meatball there. So that would be nowhere near killing us if we actually had cap res, but we don't. So it almost killed us. I guess we could just play super bitch mode here. You don't want to lose a bunch of XP for dying. Not the end of the world, but you could just play that a little bit slower and
Our
not die.
final crusade sees its first triumph.
Like D4 was 800 Korea and significantly less fun than free-to-play PoE. No, not when. 800. Oh, is that Polish krona? Significantly less fun. Yeah, I don't know, Path just like... I think this game's got like so much going on and so much depth. And it's super cool. It's not normally like my wheelhouse of game either. Maybe sell some items here. I don't know what our chest was even. I don't even know how to Look that up. Oh, we still have our progress from in the league and the other things. That's cool. Oh. Here's, I think, one of the chests we got. Aww. Alright, you can tell how unpushed some of our stuff is, maybe. The steel circlet, we will be able to re-roll to the right colors fairly easy. Doesn't roll too great though.
Good tidings to you. Time inside, wait for no man.
Norwegian crown. Gotcha, gotcha. Should have said knock. It's Polish zloty. Yeah, I got the crown part. That spell got cancelled. Talking about cancelled. Oh! Dashing over that is probably a mistake. Mainly because we just don't know how much damage a bunch of these guys do. We're trusting that our Ignite is killing a lot of these dudes.
Had you not barred the way the first time, Piety, things might have turned out differently for all of us.
We would also have a cast from damage taken set up if we were on hardcore by now. What's that? Definitely. These guys drop a ton of items though when we kill them.
I am no beast of burden.
That's fair enough.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Good tidings to you.
Time is it? We don't want to go too late. Not that great. No movement speed. It's got life and dex. This is real bad, but yeah, that's the piece we really need to upgrade. Is the gloves. How does this go? Strength, dex, cold resistance. That's probably just not worth. Alright.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Yes?
What a lovely day.
Do we have any plus to cold or fire gems? We do not.
Greetings.
Well, do we have gloves? We can't orbit binding those gloves. They need to be
Stay sharp out there.
normal item, not a magic item. We're backtracking a little bit to do a quest. We'll always grab the bismuth because it doesn't require we do anything.
I must have time to gather my will.
There we go. This is what we want to do. A little bit sketchy. Let's drop a portal actually. It's gonna really hurt if he hits us. I think we phase him.
Abarath.
I don't think we need that. That's a good amount of mana, plus cast speed, plus lightning damage to spells. That might be usable actually once we transition. But we did that so we could get a passive point. Dead. Oh, just kidding. Oh, these guys hurt so bad. I mean, they're giving us like a lot of gear, but that was a little bit of a pucker moment. we go. That's what we were looking for. Technically, we kind of want 2 of them, but... This Necropolis, bro. I can't wait till we kill Bride King and we won't have to worry about fucking... We keep getting stunned. We keep trying to cast our thing and then getting stunned. And it's because we really don't have an enormous amount of life. But once we kill Bride King, we will get something that makes it harder to stun lock us. See, you see us just getting stunned infinitely there? It's actually really dangerous. So if we were on hardcore, we would just have to like rethink this doing this zone right now. Because of how these ranged guys can stun lock us. We could kill him at a decent pace, but we have to hit him first. How are we doing on Necro juice? Oops. Let me actually take a look at that. Because those guys were giving us sulfur as they were dying. Are we maxed out? What do the icons in the area transition mean? That shows what the Necropolis modifiers are going to be. So there's a lot of like kind of sketchy guys, the guys who are like almost killing us basically.
This.
Let's do this. I think we can choose a different location.
Greetings.
Oh no, we have to do the first one? Oh, fair. But these guys were dropping sulfite, so I was concerned that we'd maxed out our sulfite stores, which we had not. I don't know what level this zone is, 45, that's actually pretty high. Could in theory farm this zone a little bit. Crystal Scepter.
I am no beast of burden.
We're gonna use 2 scepters, so and we're gonna upgrade our capacity there.
Welcome.
But we're keeping this one because of the plus level fire gems. We're looking for something to go along with that. This isn't terrible. I mean, that'd be just an upgrade right now, wouldn't it? 65% spell damage, mana, and accuracy is actually probably a little bit better than this.
Stay in the light.
So let's take this. A little bit of an upgrade. then this is a really nice leveling piece for us, at least for now. The +1 fire skill gems early on. Felt pretty good. But we could take a closer look at these icons. The area transition for you. Next one we get. Kind of can off-screen those guys, yeah. They're super spooky because they can stun lock us. Entire pack. Like so, I think we could die here. Yeah.
Must have time to gather.
Where are we supposed to go, man? I mean, I know now, but... Okay, so if we click on this, it's the Lantern of Arimor. And you can see there are a bunch of modifiers that we can apply to all the different beasties. Like additional pack size, and we're not too concerned with it right now. But we can shuffle around that and a bunch of modifiers. And the ones in the riverways. Sulfite golems are not like a normal like mobs, so that's part of the mobs that we're getting from Necropolis. Or this league mechanic. Still my beating heart, a 4-link. And a 2-link. Just double 4-link. No big deal. On gloves, which is by far our worst piece. But Brine King unlocks a Pantheon here, which is the end boss of this act, which is what we need to avoid being stun locked, or how our character specifically, how we're gonna avoid being stun locked. There's a lot of ways to avoid being stun locked, but that's how we're gonna handle it. Maybe in the Hyper Lake game we'll handle it a little bit differently, but we're handling it differently than that, than we have exceptional gear. problem. And for the most part, we've been kind of ignoring what's where. Because, I mean... we're just trying to progress kind of quickly. But perhaps in theory we should actually be
Lion King, his time has
being a
almost
little
come.
bit more
Then hope will be.
active about it. And so you see how this guy has devoted to such and such. That is one of those modifiers that, you know, makes these guys a lot harder to deal with as well. I think fear might be a move speed. Gloves, helmet, other armor. No, it's not move speed. Damn it. Well, I'm kind of new to the game. I want to start playing a fresh league. How do I join? Is it under private server that says Necro Settlers? It's under Necro Settlers, yeah. I would recommend playing on normal Necro Settlers, not hardcore. If you die in hardcore, your character's gone forever. So I definitely recommend Necro Settlers.
I must have time to gather my will.
That is the league we are currently playing in right now. Ah! We got stunned out of our cast there. So we were trying to do our thing. Is that not too prolific kill all of them? I guess it is.
I shall take this crusade to the seas themselves.
Quick little level up. We are almost done with this act. Well, they got some enchantments on them. Skeletons normally go down very easily. So maybe we kill them and see what's up. I think we might ignore wands now. And only pick up scepters. Because we already have a +1 fire gem scepter. So even though we've been picking up wands for a while now, we cannot dual wield two before these Gemling things have given us interesting gems. Like Superior. That is quite the now, to be honest, we could just farm this zone repeatedly. if we want to try and get high quality gems and try and sell them. Although it's kind of no free lunch. If something's a good strategy, it's fairly obvious to implement. It's only around for this hour though. For the next 18 minutes we can farm the zone for Gemling, guys. Huge fan of pushing this rock. A bone ring. The bone ring. Saw Gemling guy pretty far over. These guys have been kind of tough. I mean, they're really tough guys. If we were playing hardcore, we would have to be like way more careful than we're being about this. The stuns are also just insanely obnoxious. I think he's dead here though. No gem there. You're welcome. Lord. There's a Gemling guy over there. I think we'll kill him. We're out of our way, but... These guys are so sketchy, too. I don't know what they do that just doesn't... feels like it does infinite damage. But...
Must have time to gather my will. So you're the shank. Don't take him.
This
Lord of Light, hold back the...
So we can do this. And then... Oh, is the Gemlings already out? Looks like they might have already rotated. Or they're just... No, we see them. Alright. locked, man. I mean, maybe we just want to do the Brine King thing so that we can avoid getting stun locked. We also have very few items that are giving life. This is part of why we're getting stun locked relative to like kind of a normalish playthrough. Oh, they're doing an AoE ground thing. I just gotta keep moving. Probably gonna easier for us to get what we want in terms of gems if other people are doing this though. Or like rerunning the Gemling areas. Of course, don't need to do this again. There you are.
Must have time to gather.
Wow. We didn't drop what we wanted. Is that two of them over there? The fucking right. I don't think we're asking for it here. Getting fucking waxed. That's our last potion. So how do you fix the stun lock an item? We can increase our stun threshold by having a lot more life. We actually have a really small life pool right now for this portion of the game because none of the items we have life on them. And this is the big reason why we keep getting stunned. But there are pantheons, so if you come here, there are some bonuses that we can get, and one of these, which is the Brine King, which we don't have the requirement for yet, what this will do is it'll make it so that we can only be stunned once every 2 seconds. And so we can still get stunned, but we can't get locked repeatedly. There are also things that give stun immunity. Like, for example, this node on the tree, which we're not that far from. We can't evade attacks, but then we cannot be stunned. Would not be unreasonable. I mean, it'd be pretty nice right now. We could do that and then refund the passives later, or something like that.
Good tidings to you.
But a big part of it is like all the stuff we have like just isn't giving us life, so here. I'm maybe gonna try and sell some of those gems that are high level though. Or not high level, high quality. We could use the Frostbolt one ourselves. The... Wait, what? Projectiles that have pierced deal more damage. Wow. I didn't realize Frostbolt had such a strong more thing. But I think what we want to do is we want to see if we can find a high quality Ice Nova. Because if other people are doing that, so why don't we maybe show, because you were asking about trade earlier, right, and how it works. So here's the trade website, which is pathofexile.com/trade, and we want an Ice Nova gem, so we're gonna search for that, and then we're gonna click here. I think this one, so we can compare. Oh, wait, which this one? No, that's sorting. The idea is we want to find one that is high quality, high-ish quality, because we're going to turn it into an Ice Nova. And so here, we would love to pick up one of these. This was listed 19 minutes ago. Buyout is 5 chromes. We're going to check in game if we can afford 5 chromes. We can afford 5 chrome. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that out, and we're going to direct whisper him, and that will send a whisper. So then if we come back into the game, you can see that is our whisper we sent to him. We want to buy the 17 quality Ice Nova listed for 5 chrome. He says, yeah, come on over, baby. Then we're going to swirly him. Swirly him, babe. Baby. Gonna take forever to load though. Alright. And now we have our item that we wanted. We picked it up. It's that easy. Easy peasy. And the reason why we want that is quality gives more radius, and we'll eventually be switching to Ice Nova. Also kind of just wanted to show off the thing, but that implies that we're gonna have, it's not gonna be that great for us. Lower prison. There is a little bit of thing for us to go back and do. Well, thanks for showing this. This is what I was been too afraid to try. Yeah. I just wanted to show how easy it was. It's like just super like casual, not a big deal. And like there's a lot of builds you just like can't do unless you have a very specific item. So. Yeah, you just like need to have it. whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, buds. I said whoa. Whatever the mod is affecting these guys makes them fucking really doing a lot of damage. We said whoa. I'm shocked with some of the ways we've been pushing it. We haven't died, but to be fair, if we were playing tight, we would have. Oh, I forgot how. Forget the hotkey that adds the frames. We kind of don't like that up at the top. We gotta figure out what hotkey is FPS.
The strongest metal of them all.
F1, alright. Here we go.
What troubles you bring now?
Yeah, I've just followed SSF builds where I eventually get stuck. I'm glad to see someone else getting impaled all this time. Oh man. Yeah, micro is not my strong suit. I really can't wait until we get this Brine King thing though. To be fair, Brine King's actually gonna be really tough. Our gear's so fucking bad is the thing. Wait, we could buy gear. This is more resists. It's not linked up though. If it had a bunch of life, we might spend the fuses required to link it up, but it doesn't. Like a bunch of life and resists. Interesting. I mean, we could probably. I mean, we're so over leveled. Is the thing. Like we have shit gear, but we're really over leveled. And that trade site allows you to do a lot of sorting and stuff too. And use macros to have it like inform you when certain things get listed. It's Brine King time.
So strong, so dedicated. A man like you would never disappoint a lady in need. You're a gift, don't you see? A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on his wedding day. Really, we are both so touched by your generosity.
We have like half the life we're kind of like more used to having in this period. I guess let's do that just in case we rift. We phased them pretty quick though, maybe we're fine. We just have to not get hit by stuff. That did so much damage, holy shit. I mean, we just can't get hit by 2 of those in a row. And we're fine. Oop, that was a misclick. Kind of an okay one though. That's phased. Nope, it's not. Holy shit. That's a lot of life and a lot of resist. See, this would be fantastic.
And death washed clean of dark desire.
The last no move speed. It's maybe the best item we've found so far. It's probably not worth selling though. But this is what we were talking about here. You cannot be stunned if you've been stunned or blocked a stunning hit in the past 2 seconds. So that's the one we wanted.
Black time and time.
Clearly.
Okay, we still have those shit gloves. I don't know if we have the thing. Hey, 15% move speed. I think what we have is better. Very marginally.
Well.
Do we have an Orb of Binding? We do not. I mean, we could just YOLO. I don't think we're selling this. This has more resist. I think we're not going to use it though.
Good tidings to you.
And then level 60 and below. That's level 35 and below.
Time and
The level 60 and below one. We could just take a gander at what we could get. This is not really that great.
Good tidings to you.
So we'll do that.
Time and tide wait for no man.
And then we still have to do the Puppet Mistress.
How did you? Hold on to your cock.
So now we're in Act 7. We're quite close to the end.
Time nor the place.
Let's make sure. Why don't we make sure that we didn't miss any skill points here? Did we miss something?
Your goal. Hunt well. Creation shivers.
This feast is not important. This one is, though. Pretty good for us, probably. Imagine we find something usable in there. This will get us a skill point this side quest here. By the way, the jug you drink out of, what is it? I've always seen it and wondered what it is for a while now. So, this is just like an Arizona gallon jug, but we refill it with other stuff. So, the current thing we've been drinking for a while has been like these little Sonic drink packets. So we take one of these and we put it in a half gallon of water and we mix it up, and that's that. Because we try and drink a lot of fluids, especially if we're working out. But it's not the Arizona tea in there anymore. We were doing Arnold Palmer's generally, but last time we needed a new jug because the old one was getting kind of ratty. Was right after Trump had made the Arnold Palmer comments, and there were no Arnold Palmers available. So we got fruit brunch instead. Which definitely don't like anywhere near as much.
Come in. We can now. Return, sir.
Ahoy there.
Here, let's check out the rings we got. Stacks, lightning damage, not very good. Spell damage, cold damage, that's not enough. Evasion, lightning resist. Lightning damage, real. So this has got a cold resist and a ton of lightning resist, but that's all. Fire resistance, damage recoup. Really just kind of feels like we got nothing. Spells inflict. Intimidate's not useful because we can.
Happy hunting.
We maybe want to save these for vendor recipe, but. Here, let's come to these and then set these to use essences. I don't think Conquer Collect is getting used. Nice. That ability, to be fair, we probably should have equipped. Is this cast speed, lightning damage, spells, fire resistance? This is probably better than. It's kind of similar for us right now. Oh, but that's a wand, not a scepter. Like a Derpa.
Housing is crucial to making Kingsmarch a desirable place to work and live.
Let's do some of that. We will slowly figure that out.
How goes the hail? We toil for greatness. Welcome.
I think if we unlock all these, we won't have as much
it'll be
clutter.
good to have a
in our
smithing
thing.
hammer back in my hand. Hello? Hail.
Why, hello.
We can't unlock those yet. Fair. Roundabout's fair game.
Remember to live.
Look where you went.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Neither the time nor the place. Is that a hardener? I don't even know what that is. That dude's huge. Alright, let's get the flock out of here. That's our first instiller one. Yeah, there are just harbingers everywhere. Well, they drop a lot of currency. Maybe we're supposed to kill them. At least a bunch of shards, but. I think we're like over leveled and we shouldn't be messing about. We also have really shit gear. We'd love to have currency to be able to buy reasonable gear. But we also kill these things so slow. I don't know. That's actually not bad. If we're getting annulment orbs, that's some serious currency here. Or annulment shards. guess we're just trying to get a couple C here so we can buy maybe 1 or 2 pieces at some point. I wish we had more mana regen. Oh, they're 2 layered on top of each other, that makes sense. Or 3. Yeah, so those are guys that summon more guys. Quite a lot of them. It's kind of what we were dealing with. And the blue guy who waves his arm and is not dying, like the guy we have our cursor on right there. He just summons a bunch more dudes. And then he eventually gets destroyed when you kill enough dudes. That he's summoning. Then he drops a bunch of these shards, 20 of which will make the peace currency. Don't want to mess about with that one because he summoned a guy that gives a bunch of curses. Not sure I like the choice of having them say Heil. Wait, what? Oh, they were like saluting, yeah. NPCs in town you upgrade said Heil when, or they said, oh, they said, definitely saying Hail might get you. Yeah, baby. Speed things up considerably.
Desecrated House of Faith will unearth its secrets at last.
We haven't messed about with Alba, but maybe we should. Or much since we started playing this game again. Oh, we have like, we're so freaking squishy.
Fear gnaws at the entrails of the faithful and the faithless alike. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the future. The Empire requires leadership that can assuage those fears through example.
I mean, maybe we should have a cast of damage taken set up. We just like, we haven't died yet, so.
Emperor lights the way to the
We're not really dying, we're just like almost dying a whole bunch. The damage that these do scales with how tanky you are, so this is like... normally these things really hurt, but since we're super squishy, relative to everything else, not really hurting too bad.
Shine boldly, so that all may find you when the night falls.
I can't remember if there's another thing we need to do here, or if it's just that. I don't think there's another thing. It's just up. There is. Malagaro's map is down here. Right. It's almost like we've done this storyline over the times. Except we had forgotten, so it's kind of not like that.
A vision of dreams, ephemeral in my sight.
Jesus. MTX enjoyers. I guess we haven't really talked about our thing. And I think a lot of the people here are Victoria 3 enjoyers. So, in terms of some of the more recent nodes we got a few damage nodes coming out. We're gonna get rid of these as we get a lot of other damageable or damage effects, because these aren't that efficient, but they're nice for leveling up. This is a bit of damage. We're eventually going to be leaning into lightning damage, but then what we're going to do is we're going to scale off of mana. So a lot of the nodes we're grabbing are mana. Oh, we forgot to grab this node. This mana node's really nice here. But we're just using various things to scale off of mana, and that's what our class does. The Hierophant, Divine Guidance, you can see the bottom here. Increases and reductions to maximum mana, also apply to damage at 30% of their value, so whenever you're getting mana, you're getting damage. And then we have something that's going to give us flat damage for having a lot of mana. So we have a bunch of mana from here, a little bit of life, some mana. So we're going to have a bunch of life and mana. And then we're pathing down here for Arcane Capacitor, which is going to give us more mana. And a little bit of life here, but the tree is getting pretty well come along here. Have you gotten to maps, or was that just a quest item? That's just a quest item. It like teases what maps are. Maps are after Act 10, so we're not that far off of maps, but still not at maps. Ooh. These boys hurt. We actually are just so unbelievably squishy, because not only do we have 1500 life, we have like not cap resists, which is a problem. Actually, let's figure out our inventory. We are so freaking squishball, man.
Hail, Godslayer.
Hey, these give 20% move speed. +1 level of socketed gems. What are you using? I mean, it's just better than what we got, so... That's cute. That's super cute. +1 level to socket to gems is actually like a pretty nice modifier. The problem is we can't 4-link this without spending we don't have what we need there either way. But it will require extra currency for us to 4-link this. However, until then, our Armageddon brand and added lightning damage. Added lightning damage with Armageddon brand is yuck. Oh, you know what we wish we had? The conch effect. We had before.
Hail God Slayer.
Maybe we're okay with combustibility or combustion. More fire damage, chance to ignite. Yeah, okay. Get rid of added lightning damage support. So this will be nice because Armageddon brand is going to get now +2 levels. We can't 4-link this because it's corrupted. But this does mean we can get rid of these terrible gloves. And look at this. Looky, we got Hooky. 73 life is going to be so nice. I guess we're dropping a little bit of lightning res, but...
God Slayer.
Cold resistance and spell damage, so that's a little bit better still. Okay. 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 How are we doing on resist? We are doing freaking awful. We desperately need fire resistance. We're actually like so bad on fire resist. I mean, our items are just like asleep at the wheel. They don't do anything, basically. These can't get in yeah, they're maxed out. These gloves are kind of butt, other than the fact that they have a bunch of life. But they gave us about 10% more life. Let's swap, but also we're running a bit faster now. Now we're up to 20% move speed on those. I don't know why we're doing those, they take too long.
Hello to you. Great.
We have woven.
normally we'd have try and have a little bit of chaos resistance here. Is this Gemling guy? Yeah, okay. So we gotta stay on our toes here. This is a really pretty good spot to rip on. These guys are also pretty nasty because they apply bleed. Kind of do like to have a bleed flask for this zone, but these beggars can't be choosers. So you see how as we run away, we're taking a bunch of damage, and you can hear the exsanguination noise. That's bleed killing us, and it's like also doing damage to our mana. It'd be good to have a bleed flask going into this, but we don't have that. We also should be fine, but you know, it's the little things when you're playing hardcore. So this is one of the guys, the Gemling guys, so we're gonna kill him. And one of these guys over here, we're gonna also kill him. Protective Link, I think, is not going to be widely used, so we can just render that. Yeah, I mean, okay, quality gems are going to be super easy for us to find, given what we're taking a look at here. Are these only skill gems? Are any of these support gems, or are they only active skills? I think they're only active skills. Interesting. I guess this guy hasn't tagged us once. I feel like we haven't been tagged. He'll do a decent amount of damage when he does hit us with something. If I recall correctly, considering we have 0 chaos res, but I guess our other res is bad enough that maybe it'll just seem like
Evil
us.
may hide, but the light will find it.
I mean, we could use a shield, but... Plus to all elemental resistances, that's attractive, actually.
How brutal can...
There we go. I'm dashing in the middle of the pack. I think I might be developing some bad habits. Or it's thinking through hardcore. It's just, yeah. Monarchy of Vic 3 is unrealistically not caused expanses? What? I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, brother. killed most of the stuff that's not modified kind of in one hit. If it's modified by the Necropolis mods, then they won't die. Monarchy. What's the worst power block mandate in Vic 3? The worst power block mandate? I mean, you generate mandate. I assume you mean the stuff you spend mandate on. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that we just like contextually you don't use, and like, or there's not like a context where you would use them. And in some sense, all the unusable ones are equally as bad. They're not like actually equally as bad, but like they're just as memorable in terms of how bad they are. Maybe defensive coordination. Defensive coordination seems pretty bad. Oh boy, I'm starting to miss stuff. Maybe recall it after. Sovereign Empire or Trade League? But those are both really strong. Those are both those are the two best ones, I think. I have tried the Religious League out a little bit more. Religious League might be okay. I think we're gonna call this here though, because I'm getting tired. As evidenced by us just walking past the thing. And we're gonna be doing some stuff tomorrow. I wonder if anyone's on Twitch. In terms of let's see if anyone's in the Vic 3 streets. I have no idea who plays Victoria 3 at this hour. I don't think I've ever spectated Vic 3 like this late. Tommy K is doing just chatting. Victoria 3 category is empty. Womp womp. Alright, I think we just won't raid anyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. Nice little hanging out. Kind of making some progress on this. I guess this session we didn't make too much progress, but it was also a little bit shorter. I think we went from Act 4 through Act 7. I guess this was actually a decent clip. And importantly, I guess picked up a couple items that were kind of quite a bit of an upgrade. This for the move speed, but nicely giving us plus socketed level gems. It's going to be kind of an okay leveling item. A little high level for that. And then plus 1 level fire gems on the scepter. So we'll probably, the scepters, I'm not sure we'll probably find something better than this, but this is giving us a decent amount of spell damage. The rest of our gear just sucks hyper ass. We also found one of these. So progressing right along. Are we gonna do more romance stuff? Probably, but probably not anytime soon. I don't know. I guess I was getting more viewers for romance than I am Path of Exile, but they're both kind of like not seeing too much viewership, and I think I would, for fun, prefer to play Path of Exile at this point. Romance 8 was a little bit disappointing. I mean, visually very impressive. Also, it's... I don't know what I was necessarily expecting. A lot of people rave that 8 was like the best in the series, and then like I thought that it was probably what 8 was, but just like not quite there. So, but yeah. All right, guys. Everyone, take care. Bye now.